Crab processing today looks much the same as it always has. Workers on a line cut the valuable leg sections from the crab, one crab at a time. But soon it could look like this. Smart robots cutting the legs off in sections or individually. And the only humans required work on the machine, not the crab.
This is a control panel here.
In a lab at the Marine Institute, a crowd has gathered for a glimpse of the possibilities.
The robots will then take the crab apart.
Bob Verge is managing director of the Canadian Centre for Fisheries Innovation. It uses the research and development muscle of universities to tackle problems in the commercial fishing industry. Right now, the problem is crab.
Our overall goal was to extract the meat. Instead of sending our crab out as sections with the meat in the shell, we thought we could attract a higher price if we sold the meat instead.
But for now, there's only one way to get meat out of a crab: by hand. It's hard and time-consuming work. Used to be done in Newfoundland and Labrador. Now it's done in China and other low-wage countries.
We wanted to bring that meat extraction back here and produce a very high-quality product and get more value out of our resource.
The solution? Automation. The technology didn't exist, so a team of local engineers built it from scratch. Cameras see the crab on the conveyor belt and pass the information to the grabbing and cutting arms. The legs can be severed in sections or one at a time. The next step is another robot to remove the meat from the legs. Verge and his team are working on that too. It's an engineering marvel, made right here. But when some people look at this machine, they don't see the future. They see the end. We asked 8 crab processing companies to speak with us about automation. 7 said no. The owner of Quinlan Brothers plant in Bay de Verde initially agreed to an interview, but when we arrived at the plant, he changed his mind.
It was Quinlan Brothers actually who gave us our paycheck, gave us our Christmas, really.
Jessie Broaders worked at the plant for 23 years. She says the town wouldn't be here without the jobs it provides, a job she can't imagine a robot doing well.
With the crab in particular, it has to be done in a neat manner, and the quality is very important, and I can't see a machine doing that exactly.
The Quinlan Brothers plant was recently rebuilt after a devastating fire. It's shiny and new, bustling with 2 full shifts of workers. But what you don't see is many young people. The average age of a fish plant worker in this province is 55 years old.
We can't replace those baby boomers with an equal number of young people. We just can't do it. The young people aren't there aren't as many of them. And the younger people who are available have many job options available to them because every industry is facing that same issue with baby boomers retiring.
In Verge's reckoning, automation won't create a jobs crisis in fish processing. The crisis is already here, and automation could be a solution.
If we are going to attract the young people we need, I think we need to create better jobs, not more jobs. We have to offer them a better deal. And already, I think, just demonstrating this technology to young people, they're very impressed with it. And they say, this is pretty impressive stuff. I'd kind of like to do this.
Fish plant workers as high-skilled technologists. Fewer jobs, but better jobs. It's one possible future. What's certain is that the fishery of the future won't look like the fishery of today. Zach Gowdy, CBC News, St. John's.